Is it playable for this 20-year-old game?
Damn, honey. Hell, you could probably make more of these out on the road now that you know what you're doing.
On this day, the 5th of September, Dead Rising 3 remake. Dead Rising 3 is now 20 years old. It's 20 years old. And I do mean on Steam, not on another app platform, okay? That doesn't count. But you can count it as well. For starters, let's talk about the storyline. I'm gonna start with this one. Story-wise, it's about Nick, who is trying to survive the zombie apocalypse and learning every truth along the way, if he can find the truth at the cure. Met Gabriella. Nick thought it was a survivor, unknowing to him that she was actually the real villain. The ending does afterwards, they didn't say what happened to her. And Nick soon learned that he was immune to the virus of Dead Rising. I don't know what kind of virus this is called, but he was immune. According to Gabriella, or Vanessa, I don't know what her name is. I'm gonna have to put it in the screen just in case if I forgot it. Meaning that he is the cure. And they will face several bosses and helping out survivors along the way. Yes, they're not exactly fighting zombies, they're also fighting humans. To understand one thing about zombie apocalypse, law is non-existent, meaning many people will turn into savages in a blink of an eye. And with Dead Rising Deluxe Remake is coming in 10 days, I don't think it's going to be received by many of you or many fans of the Dead Rising series, since Capcom is now embracing woke with their localizer. For example, they race swapped Larry Chang from Asian or Chinese to white. They also censored Bill Murphy something. The word communist, which as we all know, woke is a form of communist. Maybe different from China. I'm pretty much certain the CCP, they see this woke, who many people thought be communist. They say, this is not communist. I'm certain the CCP is already laughing at them.
Enter, grasshopper. Find sanctuary in peaceful garden.
Holy shit. Did zombies get in? Are you okay?
Sweet anger goes through us. Is how universe tell us who target should be.
Look, you know, just because you're talking all funny like that, it doesn't mean it's making any sense.
Spirit of universe has slaughtered my happiness, and so I must slaughter too.
Gameplay wise, there's a lot of zombies. You're gonna have to learn to manage it, and your blueprint, the one that you made to fight, like say there is also a sledgehammer, I think. Remember, there are many different weapons that you can craft, but you have a limit. When it's blinking red, it means that you can no longer use it. You have to ditch it. There are times where you have to fight them or fight the zombies, but there are times where you have to avoid them at all costs. So I try my best to avoid them as best I can, and I think I don't know about the boss fight. The boss fight is pretty decent. You just have to know the right time, make sure you learn from people who played it years ago. In modern standards, it's still playable, because right now, many remakes is no longer the same remake it is, like Silent Hill 2, or perhaps Dead Rising Deluxe Remake, Remaster, whatever it is you want to call it. Sometimes when that happens, what gamers do is just play the original. I'm certain the original is much more better than the remake, except for Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4 Remake, I think it's better, for me at least.
All who disrupt my garden of peace shall die!
Oh God, you did this. These people were just looking for safety. You'd no right to kill them.
You shall perish like the others!
Final verdict is that it's still playable despite a 20-year-old game. In case if you don't want to see censorship from Capcom that they did in Dead Rising Deluxe Remake, which I'm certain by the time that game release, they're gonna censor, okay? I don't know what kind of censorship there is. I know that one of them, besides Larry Chang and the Vietnam vet villain in that game, I'm gonna have to assume Joe Slade, who is actually a mall cop, a woman mall cop, a fat one, she's going to be removed or be swapped. I don't know for sure. That is just my opinion, because that is, we all know that American, they have the body positivity movement. Joe Slade is one of the things is probably Capcom is going to remove or censor. No doubt about it. But I don't know about de novo. I'm gonna have to recheck. But then again, we all know sometimes Capcom does have de novo, like from their Resident Evil Village stuff. They have de novo before they remove it. Even with de novo, it's gonna get way worse.
I get fired. My wife leaves for a guy who sells the refrigerators. My kids grow up to be disrespectful brats. Now this? goddamn zombie outbreak? Seriously? Screw you! You piece of crap!
Like and subscribe. Remember, if you don't like Dead Rising Deluxe Remastered, just play Dead Rising 3 or play the original. Now, if you want woke or anti-woke detected, visit my second channel up here or link in the description.